Hi, I'm Nick Ruling. I'm a manufacturing engineering student here at the University of Northern Iowa.
I'm Matt Wingert. I'm also a manufacturing engineering student at UNI.
My name is Brody Bruns, and I'm also a manufacturing engineering student at UNI, and we are Team Chop Chop. Initially, our plan was to do a lot of research, looking at the historical aspects of the Horstman's axe and seeing how it appeared in the 15th century and kind of its uses. And then we kind of based our design off its uses. Our first design was more of a concept, kind of to have something tangible we could look at. We noticed our blade was too big, so we kind of sized that down and gave our hook a second taper. You see that in the second one. And our third design brings the blade closer to the center of the axe to allow for our weight to be a minimum of 3.3 pounds.
Creating our molds, we ended up using some older molds on the shelves that we could repurpose.
We then 3D printed our gating system as it showed us in the simulation it was good for casting, and then we proceeded to actually make our molds.
We used chemically bonded no-bake sand to make our molds and then glued them together and included a zircon core for the handle.
We ended up making 6 axe heads in total. And the next step in the process was to actually cast our axe heads. Once we received our axe heads back from NRB Metals, our next step was to grind. And that took a lot of time. After we had finished grinding all of the excess material, it was next step to put in the heat treat.
After the rough grinding process, we put the axe heads into a furnace at 1650 degrees Fahrenheit to normalize the steel.
Once we got the axe heads out of the furnace, we wanted to do some finishing touches, and that consisted of tumbling and some finished grinding for the blade and the hook. Tumbling gave our axe head a nice shine, removing the crust that formed during heat treat and allowed for a nice dark finish on the axe head.
To allow for easy assembly, we added a taper to the inside of the axe head and then another one to the handle so that you could slide the axe head down onto the handle and set it.